Hello guys, how are you? Happy to see you guys. Teacher Paulo here. Today we're going to speak about the English class, okay? We're going to focus on the reading plan, guys. Okay? So reading, right? Reading. You know, remember what reading? Yes, great. So we're going to focus on some reading tips, okay? Tips is like an advice, like something that you need to do something. Consejos, okay? Reading tips. So, what do you need to read in English, guys? First of all, guys, you need the text. So you can check in the picture. You need something to read, right? You need a text, a book, something like that, something to read. Besides that, you need a dictionary because we're speaking about reading in English. So you need a dictionary to do the translation to pass English to Spanish. Okay. You need also a good attitude. So you need to be focused, you need to pay attention, and you need to be happy, guys, because reading is lovely, guys. And finally, you need to find the right place, okay? A place with good illumination. Do you remember what is place? Okay, good job, lugar. So, good illumination, comfortable. Do you remember what is comfortable? Cómodo. Muy bien. And a place that is in silence, guys. Okay, so guys, how to read a text? First of all, focus. Read is always fun. I love to read, guys. I know that you love to read too. So, to understand a text, focus on the following, okay? Para entender un texto, concentrémonos en los siguientes elementos. First of all, guys, we're going to focus on the title. That is the first tip. Second, in the author. Okay. Third, in the characters. So we have to find the names and we have to find the pronouns in the text. After that, we check the verbs. In fifth place, we find the adjectives. In sixth place, the punctuation, guys. And finally, the vocabulary, okay? So we're going to check these 7 tips. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're going to check it one by one, okay? So guys, the title, guys. In here we have an example of a random book, and a book that I know, that you like. This book has have some movies. So, you can take a lot of information about the text from the title. Tú puedes tomar mucha información sobre el texto de el título. That means you have the title and you can get a lot of information from there, okay? So, first of all, we can take, for example, the topic. So in here we have the title, right? So what is the topic of this book? Well, it's in the title. The topic is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Besides that, we can learn new vocabulary, okay? In the title, we can learn new vocabulary. For example, stone. Do you know what is a stone, guys? So you can check in the dictionary. Philosopher or terrific. Do you see this last example? Terrific. After that, you can learn about the location of the story. So in here we have one tip. What is the location of the story? La ubicación de la historia. Okay. So in this example, what is the location of the story, guys? Good job. We have it in here. Hogwarts. We can find about the characters in the story too. So, what character can we know in this book? Harry Potter. Good job, guys. So you see, we can find a lot of information from the title. After that, we have to check about the author. Why? For 3 reasons, guys. First one, the author is the creator of the text, okay? So it's like in your notebook, guys. You are the creator of your notebook and you put your name in your notebook, right? You write your name in the notebook in the first page of the notebook, right? And I mean, create a text, write a text is a lot of work and a great work. So we have to focus to pay attention to those guys. I do it when I check your notebooks. I check who is the author of the notebook, and I say, good job, or that can be improved. So it's really important because that is a lot of work. And finally, guys, we must always pay attention to the author. It's a lot of work, it's a great work, and you have to pay attention to the name, the author, okay, in the book or in the text. So in this example, guys, we have in here the Harry Potter text. So what is the author of this text, guys? Can you find it? It's not Harry Potter. That is not the answer. This is the answer. J.K. Rowling. Okay? J.K. Rowling. She's the author. It's a she. It's a woman. Okay? She's the author of the book. She's the creator of the Harry Potter books. Besides that, we have to pay attention to the characters, guys. Okay? So we are going to focus on the names and the pronouns because it helps you to identify the characters of the story. When we check the names and the pronouns, we check the characters, okay? So the characters can be people or can be animals involved in the story, okay? So we have another example in here. Surprise, surprise. We have 3 characters in here. We have 5, but we are only going to speak about 3, okay? So can you name this character, guys? So Hermione. Yes, good job. And what's going to be the pronoun for Hermione? She. Okay. Now we have Harry, which is the main character. And finally this guy. Do you remember the name? Yes, Ron Weasley, guys. These two, what is the pronoun for these two? They. And for only Harry is going to be he. Or for Ron is going to be he. So we have to check the name. It can be a name. In the book can say Harry or it can say he or they. So focus on that. We're going to speak about the verbs. So remember, the verbs help you to identify the actions. When we speak about verbs, we are speaking about actions or events. Okay? Acciones o eventos which happens in the story. Okay? Las acciones o eventos que ocurren, ocurrir en la historia, okay? And we have a lot of examples of verbs. We have talk, we have study, we have paint, we have sing. So we can say Hermione sings. So who sings? Hermione. Harry Potter think. Who thinks? Harry Potter. So we have to check the verbs, guys. Now, the adjectives, guys. So this is really important. Remember, we use adjectives to provide descriptions of people, objects, or place. Descripciones, objetos, o lugares. When we speak about adjectives, guys, we speak about characteristics of people, guys. Characteristic of objects or characteristic of place. And we're going to see some examples of this later. So be a little patient, okay? Finally, we're going to speak about punctuation. Finally, not next. We're going to speak about punctuation. So, punctuation helps you to identify where a sentence begins and where a sentence ends, okay? What do we use to identify where a sentence begins and where a sentence ends? The period. You remember? Period. Use the period. We have the example in here. And we also use the capital letter, you see? At the beginning of the sentence, there is a capital letter, and at the end, there is a period, guys. It may be a follow point or a period. And as a punctuation also helps you to identify what type of sentence it is. It can be a question, it can be an affirmation, it can be a dialogue. If it is a question, it can use this symbol in here. Do you remember the name? Good job, question mark. If it is an affirmation, if it is a dialogue, it may be in these little guys in here, quote unquote. So, finally, the vocabulary. You have to look for the words that you don't understand in your dictionary. So if you are reading and you don't understand something, You have to use the dictionary, guys, and we have practiced this in class. You just have to check in the first letter. For example, car, you check the first letter, the C, in the dictionary, and you check the meaning of car in Spanish. Be careful, guys, the word must be in simple present tense, okay? For example, can we check for reading in the dictionary? Can we do it? No. We have to check the word in simple present, which is read. So no reading. We have to check for read. Okay. So guys, let's do some exercise. Finally, we have this example. So guess what is this example about? It's the first page of Harry Potter. So we're going to speak about the characters. Can you find the characters in here? We have 3 characters. You find the first 2 characters? The first 2 characters are Mr. and Mrs. Dursley. Okay? We have them there. Mr. Dursley and Mrs. Dursley. We have in here the pronoun for them, which is they. Mr. Dursley and the pronoun, which is he. And Mrs. Dursley and the pronoun, which is she. And the final, guys, the final character. Did you find the final character? Good job. It's in here. Dudley. Dudley is the 3rd character in there. Okay? So let's speak about the verbs. Okay? We have the first verb in the text, say. We have another verb in here, involve. But this verb is in past, so we have to put it in simple present. Involve. Made. We have spying, but we have to put it in simple present. This is spy. Spy, I'm sorry. Spent, that verb is in past, so we have to put it in simple present. Spent. And finally, was and were. Do you remember what it was and were, guys? We speak about this in class. Good job, guys. This is the to be verb in past. Now, let's speak about the adjectives, guys. It's the same text. We have the text, the title of the chapter, chapter 1, the title of the chapter, The Boy Who Lived. So, can you find some adjectives in there? Okay, good job. We have the first adjective in here, proud. The second adjective in here, big. 2 adjective, beefy. 4 adjective, large. We have used this adjective in class a lot. Thin, the 5th adjective, blonde. 6th one, and small. Now, finally, guys, let's speak about vocabulary, and we have some fun vocabulary here. So we have perfectly, okay, perfectly. We have anything. We have nonsense. That's a fun word. I love this word, nonsense. You have to check the meaning of nonsense in your dictionary. We have rears, okay. We have mustache. We have useful. We have neighbor. This is in plural and really is in plural, you see? So I put it in here in singular. And finally we have anywhere. Anywhere. So guys, we're going to do an exercise with this text. For now, just study this video, study about the characters, the verbs, the adjective, the vocabulary, and I'm going to put a little quiz, okay, about this. I hope that you like this video. I love you guys, and I hope you are doing okay. See you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.